In this video, we will take a look at adding an image and updating the content that appears in the lower left part of the IUSF website. So we're going to concentrate on this area right here. The changes that we make here, we can identically do to the right column. The first thing that we need to do is add an image that we want to use in Cascade Server. Let's go ahead and add two different images that are two different sizes. This will help demonstrate how you can create a different look based upon the size of the image. One image that we'll be using is 250 pixels wide, and the second one is 500 pixels wide. Let's go ahead and go back to Cascade Server. And the first thing that you're going to want to do is select the location where you want to save these images to. So we're going to go ahead and select the Pictures folder. And inside of the Pictures folder, we're going to select the Bottom Boxes folder. Now that we've selected our location, we need to add our two images to Cascade. To do this, we're going to select New, Default, File. Keep in mind is that even though that we're selecting a file represents a file such as a PDF document or an image. It's a little confusing, but that's the setup Cascade has used. And go ahead and select the Browse button after this new dialog window opens and select the item on your computer. I'm using a Mac and I have everything saved on my desktop, so I'm going to just go to my desktop, and the two images I'm going to add are Practice_250 and Practice 500. So I'm going to select Practice_250, and we can note here that it's 250 pixels wide by 167 pixels high. Go ahead and select Open, and after we've browsed for it, we're going to go ahead and submit that item. As we can see, it was created successfully and is now located within our bottom boxes. Let's go ahead and add our other image. So I selected Bottom Boxes, go to New, Default, File, Browse, select your picture, and I'm going to go ahead and say Open, and then I'm going to select Submit. After you've added these two images to Cascade Server, you'll need to locate and select the left bottom box asset. We will just be making changes to the left bottom box asset. However, the changes that we make to the content to the lower left box will be the same for the right bottom box. So let's go ahead and open our left bottom box. We're going to select Edit. Now that we've selected Edit, we can go ahead and edit all of our content that we want to. So if we just wanted to edit some information, we could just go ahead and delete something and then just say New Content. If that's all that we wanted to do, we could just go ahead and select Submit. But we're going to go a little bit beyond that and add a new image and add content. So let's go ahead and select the image, and we don't want it anymore, which is fine. After you've selected the image, you can go ahead and select Insert Edit Image, and we're actually going to change the item. And go ahead and select it, and what we're going to do is we're going to select the Practice_250 item instead. Now that I have the new image selected, I'm going to confirm that. I'm going to change my alternate text to Picture of Steering Committee. And we should be able to leave everything else the same. Go ahead and select Update. Now that we have a new image, I'm going to go ahead and change our text here a little bit. And as normal, we can go ahead and we're going to unbold that. We're going to highlight our steering committee. We're going to change that to a heading 4. And after you've made all the changes that you want, go ahead and submit as normal. And in order to see how this looks on the home page, we're going to actually have to select the home page. So I'm going to go ahead and select the index, which is our home page. And there we go. New image, new text. Let's go ahead and add the larger image to see what happens. So we're going to go ahead and select our left bottom box, select our Edit tab, and we're going to do something a little bit different. Instead of selecting the image like we did before and then selecting Insert Edit Image, we're just going to go ahead and delete everything. We're just going to start off scratch. Now go ahead and select your Insert Edit Image, and we're going to go ahead and browse for that larger image. And we're going to locate our Pictures folder, and we're going to go into Bottom Boxes, and we're going to select practice500.jpg. Go ahead and confirm that, and of course give it some alternate text. I'm going to leave everything else the same for the moment. We can go ahead and insert that. So this is a larger image. This is going to take up more space. Let's go ahead and add some text below it. This would be, I think, last year's steering committee maybe. So let's go ahead and just give some text. And then let's say we want to name people. We could do from left to right, name, etc. And let's go ahead and submit that. And of course, to see what it would look like on the web page, we're going to want to select the index page. And there you have it. The image is too big, so we'll have to make some adjustments to make it a little bit smaller. Let's go ahead and do that really quickly. Let's go back to left bottom box, choose Edit. We're going to select the image, and keep in mind is if we want to make this bigger, we can toggle it to full screen mode, so make it a little bit easier. And I'm going to hold down my Shift key, grab this corner, and click my mouse at the same time. So it's hold down the Shift key, move your mouse to the corner, click, and drag. And that'll change the image size. Let's go ahead and go back, leave toggle to full screen, and let's go ahead and submit. And we're going to select the index page to see what it looks like being smaller. And we scroll down, the image takes up the whole space. Keep in mind, as usual, is this has just been changed in Cascade Server. If you want to see the changes on the server, you're going to go ahead and publish it. And once you publish it, then we'll see the changes here on the website.